What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. First question of the day is, do you think that Cody Bellinger's walk-off home run will be the turning point for the Dodgers this season? And two, at this point of his career, what do you consider Clayton Kershaw? Average, good, great, or elite? Let me know down below in the comment section. And also, predict the Dodgers record this week. Drop your predictions down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So it was a week filled with high highs and low lows for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They get swept by the San Diego Padres. They look lifeless in this series. The bats didn't show up. It was really a disaster down in San Diego. And then the very next night, they get no-hit by the Chicago Cubs, a combined no-hitter, the first time in Cubs history. Now, the Dodgers, they have thrown more no-hitters than any team in Major League history with 26 no-nos, but they've also been no-hit the most in Major League history with 20 no-hitters thrown against them. So a very strange statistic that works for and against the Dodgers. But then you had some high highs. The offense really woke up after that game. They took 3 straight against the Chicago Cubs. They showed they can take care of business against a team that's over 500. And then also you had the first walk-off of the season. And for a second there, it felt like we were back in 2019. You had a sold-out Dodger Stadium. The Ravine was rocking. And that season was magical for the Dodgers. They finished with 106 and 58 records. They set a new franchise mark that year. Cody Bellinger was the best player in the National League. He took home MVP honors, and you had 12 walk-offs that season. When you look back at 2019, that's what made it so special. So many late-game heroics, so many walk-offs, 12 to be exact. And then bottom of the ninth on Saturday, a 2-2 score. Bellinger at the plate, a 3-1 count, and Belly said, "You can fly that W, Chicago."
High fly ball into center. Back. Walk it off. Bellinger. Dodgers win it.
So Belly hits it out. The Dodgers walk it off. It was only his second home run of the season, and this is a guy who has prodigious powers. Rookie year, he hit 39 bombs. His sophomore season, he hit 25. And then his third year, he hits 47 dingers and wins MVP. It was his second home run of the year. And then the very next day, he hits another bomb against Chicago.
High drive out to right field. Peterson backing up, feeling for the wall, and that one's gone.
So that, to me, was the biggest development this week, is the emergence of Cody Bellinger. Remember, odd-year Cody is a thing, and he looks like he is back. He's 7 for his last 19, slugging .684 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, 7 walks to 5 strikeouts, and he's the difference maker. He's the underrated glue of the Dodgers. Since 2017, with Bellinger in the lineup, their winning percentage is around .638. Without him, it's around .550. He's a huge difference maker in that Dodger lineup. And after Saturday's walk-off win, Bellinger talked about his biggest belly bomb of the year, having fans back in the stands, and how he comes up big in these moments.
Yeah, I knew I hit it well, but I haven't hit too many this year, so I didn't really know for sure. But I knew it was my best bolt of the year for sure. It feels great, man. It's so good to have him back. It's funny, man. It feels good to have him back, and it feels a lot better with him in the stands. Way better.
Now, for who's hot, who's not this week, we talked about Cody Bellinger, but some other guys that are feeling it right now, Zach McKinstry. He hit a grand slam yesterday. In his last 11 games, he's slashing .314, .385, .543 with a .927 OPS, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 12 strikeouts to 4 walks. Want to improve on that ratio, but he's really getting it going. And then how about Justin Turner? He continues to produce. In his last 11 games, he's slashing .350, .435, .425, has an .860 OPS, 14 for 30, 2 doubles, and 6 RBIs. For him, he's been consistent with getting those base knocks, but you want to see him get those power numbers back up and start hitting some dingers, but he's been big lately. And then how about Mookie Betts? Everyone likes to talk about how's Mookie playing. Are his swings looking better? Well, he has a .960 OPS in his last 12 games with 4 home runs and 10 walks to 9 strikeouts and 6 ribbies. So you saw the triple yesterday. You're seeing him look much better at the plate plate with much better swings, and I'm confident that Mookie is going to take off here. Now, for who's not, you got to go with Matt Beatty. 4 for his last 28, hitting 143, 1 for his last 16, and then Gavin Lux, 3 for his last 27. So those guys need to pick it up a little bit, but I like where this offense is going. You got Max Muncy getting back into rhythm, and you got Cody Bellinger starting to feel it in the middle of that Dodgers lineup, or even towards the top. Yesterday, he was batting in the 2-hole. Now, as far as the Dodgers offense as a whole this past week, they ended up slashing 207, 312, 383 with a 695 OPS. They hit 7 home runs. They averaged 3.29 runs per game. And they also gave up 3.29 runs per game. They scored 23 runs. They allowed 23 runs. They had a +0 run differential. But you start to see it in that Cubs series, getting it together. I think it was a real wake-up call, getting no hit by the Cubs and getting swept by the Padres. And I think one of the big developments this week also was the play of Julio Urias and Clayton Kershaw. Julio looked fantastic. The Urias got it done again on Saturday. 12 punch-outs in 5 1/3 innings. And yeah, you would have liked to see him go deeper into the game, but it was a great bounce-back performance from Julio. And I was getting concerned with the innings piling up, but I think he still has a lot left in the tank this season. I think he's adjusting to getting that grip on the baseball without the use of any foreign substances whatsoever, and I liked his outing. And then there was Clayton Kershaw yesterday. Vintage Kersh. It was an absolute gem. 13 strikeouts, all via breaking balls. From sliders to curveballs, he was fantastic yesterday. And when he has the feel for that slider, he's going to give you nothing but quality. When it has that sharp break, he's using it whatever the count is, arm side, glove side, it doesn't matter. It's such an effective pitch for him at this stage of his career. And then when he's landing that Uncle Charlie, that Cooperstown curveball, and it's Clayton Kershaw at the top of the zone, he becomes unhittable like he was in his prime, and he's not even doing it with high velocity. So I love the evolution in his game. And yesterday, following the game, he talked about what was working for him and how he's able to be so effective, and if the Dodgers were embarrassed after getting swept by San Diego.
Yeah, I was getting some swing and misses on that. I would say that was good. Able to use that to both sides of the plate. I told it to Dave too, but anytime you get to pitch a 4:15 game at Dodger Stadium with the shadows, it's a good game. You know, not easy to see there. So I'll take it for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about embarrassed or anything like that. We just got outplayed for 3 games. So over the course of a season, that's going to happen. But then coming back here and then, you know, being no hit and stuff, I think that maybe it was a wake-up call in some regards. But at the end of the day, sometimes, you know, hitting's not easy and you kind of go with the ebbs and flows. And I feel like as starting pitchers, we gave up a homer in the first inning for like 5 straight starts or something like that. So putting guys behind the 8 ball, it was kind of a collective effort, the reasons why we were struggling there. So kind of got back on the hide the last 3 games, and it was good to see, you know, and I think going into the Giants games the next 2 days with some momentum is a good thing.
So it was a great performance by Clayton Kershaw yesterday, and to me, I still think he's a great pitcher in baseball. I don't know if I'd call him elite at this point, but he's a top 10 to 15 to 20 pitcher. I think he's the 15th best pitcher in baseball right now. He's got a 1.16 ERA plus, but I think you're going to see him increase those peripherals in the next few weeks. But what really irked me was in the 8th inning, he's leaving the game. It's his last inning, and he's going to get an ovation from that sold-out Dodger Stadium crowd, and the umpires come up and have him take off his hat, look at his glove, inspect everything. It looked like some strange interrogation right there. And to me, look, I understand you have to check these guys. Clayton Kershaw isn't above any other pitcher in Major League Baseball, but have someone designated to check these gloves and do it in the dugout. I'm telling you, it's humiliating to these guys. It's embarrassing. And I think the league has totally botched this. And then before we head out of here, a quick update on Corey Seager. Yesterday, Dave Roberts said, you know, he's just kind of going through the progression. His body looks amazing. He's moving around really well. The arm catching the baseball. Now it's just getting this thing to heal up so we can, you know, not have any soreness swinging the bat. Hopefully with the way he is, we can get him back with us as soon as possible. Right now, I just don't have a timeline, and I mean, I just want to see him take some live at-bats first. So it looks like there has been a delay with Corey Seager, and we could see him back after the All-Star break, but we're going to get you updated as soon as we can. But let me know down below in the comments. Will Cody Bellinger's walk-off home run be the turning point for the Dodgers this season? And what do you consider Clayton Kershaw at this stage of his career? Average, good, great, or elite? And also predict the Dodgers record this week. They've got 2 at home against San Francisco, and then they go on the road to play the Nationals for 4 games. I've got LA going 4-2 this week. 4-2. I think they take both the games against the Giants, though. But give me your predictions down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. And if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. So the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game, you're going to find it right over there, www.gearup.la. For latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.